Alrighty then, folks. It seems we are back at it again here tonight. I hope you're all doing wonderful, beautiful, maybe even magical. Because we got ourselves some Elden Ring here tonight, and we're gonna get right into it pretty darn shortly here. But stick with me, get yourselves comfy, all that magical stuff. And yeah, go ahead, get yourself a nice something or other to drink, some nice coffee, some nice tea, whatever floats your boat. Hey, Star. Oh, no. Thank you, Star. I appreciate it. I, yeah, I honestly, heck, I was not expecting it, and it feels weird. It feels kind of surreal. Yeah, but, God, sorry, I'm just trying not to get too distracted on it, but yeah, it's really crazy. It is. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so oh, I think I just remembered something. There's a very important part about this run that I may have just entirely forgotten. Huh. I forgot to set it on a randomizer. I forgot to set it on the randomizer. Okay, well, good start. Good start. Good to see that we're back in doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. Okay, all right. Stick with me here, Chad. Okay. Heck, I'm gonna need to see how that changed the world. If it changed the world drastically, then I hate to do it to myself. I might need to actually just kill the character that I just brought up. All right, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Ah, come on. I can't believe I made such a rookie mistake. Randomizer options appear to be changed. No, they're not. They're not changed. They're not different. It's the same game. I can't believe I forgot to actually randomize the randomizer for the randomizer run. Oh, that was a lot of randomizer in the same sentence. Anyways, we're gonna find out if Bluckhole needs to take a Bluckhole to the brain, in just a short moment here, folks. But for right now, he gets to breathe until we find out. Shit. Actually, I think I might need to kill him because he technically just got a rune he was not supposed to have. Um, Also, I got the grafted greatsword, which I got like a fair few number of items there all of a sudden. Um, all right, let's go find out if Renala's still breathing. If she's not breathing, then unfortunately for us, that is. I'm gonna say that kills the randomizer. If Renala is a dead boss, then yeah, we have to reset. Unfortunately, that's so fucked. Oh wait, there's no NPC here too. Oh shit. Ah, man. We were pretty well set up too. Well, it sucks, but I guess Bluckhole gets to take the Bluckhole. All right. It's fine. You know what? It's completely fine because really, if you think about it, this is a new run right now. Bluckhole, who needs him? Throw him in the trash. It's not like he was super well built or anything. Ha! Such a rookie mistake. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, guess what? That means now we get to re-randomize our randomizer. And hey, good news, folks. If you were planning on naming a character tonight in case I failed and or was miserable for some reason, ding 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 ding. Oh man. Hey Potato, how you doing tonight, buddy? It's good seeing you. I hope you're okay. I'm doing okay. I could be doing better considering I wasn't going to let that one stand though. The thing is I wasn't going to let that one stand. I mean, here's the thing. The like that fight pretty much got thrown immediately as soon as the randomizer like as soon as I flubbed the randomizing. But yeah. Oh, no worries, Starburst. Take care of yourself, okay? Prioritize your health every single time, okay? All right? You know I don't mind. Alrighty. So, everybody, guess what? We get to start a brand new randomizer because Bluckhole apparently wasn't a good enough character. So, let's go through what we have here today, and in the meantime, guess what, Star? You get to choose the name of the character today since you... Yeah, you just get to choose the name of the character today. Okay? Alright, perfect. Good. You get to pick our character name, okay? Give me something wonderful. Something beautiful. Lands Between Rune is always nice. Free cash is free cash. We love to see it. Let's see what we have going on here. Alright, so first starting class, decent enough starting. Like, it's not great starting weaponry, but it's not bad. It's actually pretty solid. The axe I'm not a big fan of, actually. Not by that much. Ooh, Monk's Flameblade. Monk's Flameblade is kind of spicy. That is pretty wonderful. Potato Burst or Stir Potato. I kind of like it. I really like it. That's not bad. Okay. Alright, so we have the Cane Sword. Cane Sword's kind of... It exists. It's okay. Not a bad... I say not a bad build. It is kind of a bad build, actually. Okay, so we got Nagakiba, Crystal Torrent, Magic Glint Blade, Meteorite Staff, and... not really. Not really vibing. Yeah. Oh my god, my mods are shipping already. That's crazy. Yeah, sure. Okay, mods. Go ahead. Ship it up. Let's see here. I like Potato Burst. We're gonna go with Potato Burst. Potato Burst sounds like a decent like ship brand that's not quite like Lay's or Ruffles. It's like the off-brand Lay's or Ruffles. Very clearly not trying to get in trouble with the big companies, but still blatant enough that you're like, okay, come on now. Okay, so that's not really anything we're talking about. Rivers of Blood, There's some nice stuff on this class, but it's nothing really that I want to dedicate myself to. Honestly, most of these aren't really that good. Warped Axe, Serpent Bow. Serpent Bow's pretty good. That's not a bad thing to have. I feel like if I had to be smart about it, I would have to choose one of... Like, I feel like I would have to choose, like, this starting class, because this is purely, like, strength and dex requirements, and I'm already start with 15 vigor, which is nice. Yeah, we're gonna definitely go with Potato Burst. I like Potato Burst, actually, a lot. Potato Burst. And can I add a... Yeah, Potato Burst. And we're gonna make them awful. Absolutely thick thighs on that bastard. Everything else stays exactly that way. Perfect. Awesome. I want them to be fully coated in body hair. Body hair color should definitely be something chippy in coating. So we're gonna definitely go with... You know what? Let's go ahead and go with like that nice crusty orangey dust that you'd find on like Cheeto Puffs. Yeah, perfect. Okay, muscular. Of course we want muscular chips. That's exactly who we are, and that is exactly what we're going for. Duh. Uh, form emphasis. Kind of the wrong direction there, but it's fine. Let's see here. Facial aesthetic. Yay, thick, juicy jawline. Perfect. Okay. Let's give them thick eyeballs. Wonderful. Eye slant. Sure. Eye spacing. Yes. Okay. Perfect. We love to see it. And let's push those eyeballs. You know what? Actually, let's see how they look down. No, actually upwards. Upwards, they look a little bit more intimidating, and we love to see it. A little more intimidating, for sure. Nose height, definitely need that thing sticking out there. Needs a nice... You know what, actually, I think upwards. Funny enough, it tells me that that's a downward slant, but that looks pretty up to me. So, whatever. Okay, looks good. Nose position, also up. We love to see it. Nose tip height, high, yes. Nose ridge, honestly, that's pretty good right there. Nostrils, nostril size, gigantic. Wide. Slant. No, actually, that's the wrong slant. We don't want that here. Perfect. Okay. All right. Cheeks. Thin cheeks. Strong, muscular jawline. In fact, almost too much of a strong, muscular jawline. It's going too far. Has science gone too far? We don't do in-betweens here. We don't do those. No. No, he looks sad about his existence. I want him happy about his existence. This is a happy Chip boy. He loves being the Chip mascot. Every day he wakes up and thinks how he is going to represent Potato Burst in the best way humanly possible. Alright, that looks good to me. Mouth protrusion. There we go. We got a little bit of a smile there. He's a smiley boy. That's not a very good smile. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. Alright, perfect. Mouth-chin distance. No, that removes smiling. We want more smiling. Perfect. Okay. Alright, you know what? I think that's roughly pretty good right now. How about jawline? Okay. Jawline needs to be tucked in, because that's more of a smile. Perfect. Even further tucking in his facial features, we only want strong... This poor thing. This poor thing's existence is miserable. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Okay. There's all of that. Hair. Hair? Hair? We don't do hair here. No. We do orange Cheeto dust. Luster. Absolutely lustery. A little bit of... Ugh, okay, that's too far, actually. We don't want to take that. You know, actually, fuck that. No, we don't do that here. No. Okay, perfect. Alright, eyebrows. That looks good to me. Everything here looks roughly about right, for the most part. Facial hair. No, I think we're good there. I think we're fine. Alright, I think the last thing that we need here is to give him powerful eye color. So yes, it is also going to be Cheeto Dust flavored colors. We only want Cheeto Dust. And big, meaty eyeballs. Beautiful. Red eye color. Alright, there we go. Also Cheeto Dust flavored. Perfect. Okay. This isn't... mildly intimidating making him do that, actually, so I'm not going to do that. That one's a little bad. Give big anime eyes. You know what, actually, sure. Alright, we'll do the big anime eyes, okay? I'll remove the Cheeto Dust coloring in this case, and we'll do... let's see here. How about, like, some bright... Gosh darn it, I am forgetting the name of that color right now off the top of my head. That is awful. Teal. There we go. Jeez, oh Pete's. teal should be fine, I think. Honestly, well, no, if we're really going for it, it'd probably be like the bright pink eyeballs. Although I will say it kind of goes against the baseline. The left eye huge and the right eye tiny. Can I do that? I don't know if I can actually do that in this case. Yeah, unfortunately on that one, Potato, that is not something I think I can do. Though actually, can I change? Yes, yes I can actually. Left. Okay, no, you're right actually. Left iris size, yes, I can change that. There we go. Okay, so now he has some grunty eyes. That's wonderful. We love to see it. I think we have a beautiful character on our hands. I think we are ready for this. This is Potato Burst right here. Beautiful, beautiful creation. And you know what? I am going to add him to the list of monsters because I think he deserves to be a part of it. There is one thing I completely forgot about. There is one thing I completely... No, we're not going to paint him that orange. That does not help his case at all. Let's see here. Can I get like a nice... Yes. Okay. That, I think, looks... You know what? I think that looks right. I think that looks good. That's a good color for him right there. All right, perfect. I think we've done it. Our creation is even more beautiful than he needs to be. He's caked up, cheeked up, and ready to meet some people. Yeah. So. If I make him darker, his body hair does pop more. You're definitely right about that. But at the same time, I'm thinking of it as kind of like he actually is representing the potato chip itself. Which on a potato chip, normally you can't. I mean, obviously you can discern it, but normally, like a potato chip, the dust isn't too far off from whatever the base color of the potato chip is. Not unless you get, like, I don't know, like Lay's barbecue chips, typically speaking. They happen to do that pretty often, but otherwise, it's pretty like, hey, there's one and then there's the other. Oof. Okay, cool. So we can use a shield right now. Perfect. All right. So for those of you who don't know, the fight always starts off with a loss right here because if we don't lose to this fight, well, then we have to die. We actually have to die. So yeah, we're goofing around. Obviously, we need to get sent on down to the Mason. But otherwise, we'll be on our way pretty shortly. So. And for reference, if those of you who don't know already, for our randomizer run here today, I made the superb, goofy, stupid mistake. We already had, like, a really well-established character. I forgot to turn on the randomizer settings. Which, if you forget to turn on the randomizer settings and play the game normally, the game just kind of flips its absolute shit because it doesn't know what to do. Because certain bosses are supposed to be in new places, pretty much. The game pretty much doesn't know how to replace those bosses and everything included in that pack, so everything that you would have normally fought gets immediately killed. Pretty much making our randomizer run invalid on the spot. Which, you know, 3 hours in the toilet, not really the best thing ever, I'm gonna be honest. It did not make me smile. It did make me smile. But, oh well. It's been a little bit of time since we did a randomizer, and yeah, I think it only makes sense to kind of reset the randomizer anyways, for all things considered right now. Oh, that's a surprisingly normal drop. Huh. That's actually, like, supposed to... This is also surprisingly normal. Hmm? Huh? Well, hang on now. Hang on here. I'm gonna run to the first site of grace, or first site of grace. I'm gonna run over to the technical first site of grace. If this item over here is also not random, I don't think the items got randomized. I don't think the items got randomized. Okay. Alrighty then. So I guess we're gonna be resetting pretty early here, huh? No, Potato Burst will get to breathe. If this fails, if this randomizer gets completely shafted for no other reason than because, then we'll just go ahead and reset again. I'm gonna check my randomizer settings here, folks. Give me just a moment. Everything looks okay, I see what happened. Son of a bitch. Alright, okay. So, one more time, folks, from the top. Alright. So, re-rolling our seeds again. We're going to keep Potato Burst, though. Potato Burst gets to breathe. I promise that much. Potato Burst is too good of a concept to completely throw in the trash right away. Although I can't tell you, I don't know why, but apparently under my item randomizer side of the Elden Ring enemy item randomizer and enemy randomizer, it just said, yeah, what if we turn off that part for right now? Sure, why not? Okay, I didn't want to play the game. Uh, all right, I'm gonna load the game back up. I'm gonna grab my drink real quickly. Okay, all right, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so it should, in theory, be fixed now. Also, this first class right here is like kind of got it, like they kind of got it going on. They got some sauce. They got a little bit of sauce on their build right now. Family Head's Frozen Needle and the Riveted Wooden Shield. Okay. Double grafted greatswords? Double grafted greatswords. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. For the meme, I'm very tempted right now. Oh, wow. Black Knight, Fia's Mist, Briars of Sin, Prince of Death, This is just like actually getting like a Fia build. Huh. That's kind of crazy. Oh, ugh, Dragon Ice. God, that is tempting, actually. That is, that's a surprisingly coherent build, though. Like thematically, it makes perfect sense together. Pest's Glaive, Spiral Horn Shield, Misbegotten, but yet again, like a weirdly put together build, kind of. Unseen Form, Staff of Loss, Rickety Shield. Hey, Rossi, how you doing tonight, bud? It's good seeing ya. Alright, well... Chat. It's dual grafted blade great. How could I throw that away? How could I, in any right-minded consciousness, throw away that? That's a beautiful build right there, right? And it only makes sense that everybody's favorite mascot, Potato Burst, would be the one to herald such an awesome build. Literally, Potato Burst's one goal in life is to bring explosive taste to people's mouths. Potato Burst. Oh, you know what? I am sorry, chat. I completely forgot. How silly of me. There we go. That's how you know it's a new Potato Burst. Fat roll the whole game. Oh, God. Ugh, I already did that, Star. We're not doing that again. I'm not fat rolling again. uh, Thank you, Rusty. Yeah, everybody, please do remember to leave a like on the video. It helps a ton, especially during streams. It's you know what, honestly, I'm glad my chat is so based that they like just do that sometimes. How you guys just sometimes remind me to remind you guys. Oh God, we can't even fat roll with that. Okay, so yeah, we have a shield right now that we can use effectively. We have a shield that we can use. That's wonderful. That is true, actually. Yeah, actually, we have a raffle going on because we just, funny enough, passed two massive milestones. We hit 1,000 subscribers the other day. And then on top of is this Godskin Noble or is it Godskin Duo? Okay, well, actually, it's neither. I'm goofy and silly, is what I am. I will make like an earnest attempt here for the humor of it, but it's not going to be enough. Okay, yeah, it's not going to be enough. Anyways. Ooh. Also, I just realized it's actually pretty darn hard to read the new game cycle on here. I want to actually ask on that one real quickly here, chat. Before I do any edits to it, won't I just be spamming the Ash of War for the defense buff? Not really. No, probably not. I am very Ungus Bungus with that sword. I am definitely Ungus Bungus about that sword. So, but no, what I wanted to ask is the new game cycle that I added to the bottom of the screen. Do we bother having one of those yet? Or like at all, or do we just go ahead and leave it more simplistic as like a +0 at the top of the screen or something like that? Because we could do it a couple different ways, but I figured the most straightforward way would just be putting it right dead center of the middle of the screen. I don't know if we want to change that at all, but it could be possible. Having NG would be better in this case. Okay. All right, and tell you what, I'm gonna change it to NG real quickly while we're on the elevator. Let's see here. Also, okay, NG, there we go. And I'm actually going to change the color. I personally would love to keep it purple, but the purple is not coming through all too well. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with the plain white in this case. And we're going to actually have this chilling right underneath DK himself. I'm going to actually lower the text size a little bit further because that is pretty sizable. Let's try size font 50. That didn't really do a lot, did it? All right, 45. That's good enough. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, all right. Luckily, this should be the last of our goofing for right now. We're just going to put that right under Mr. DK's feet, and we're going to leave it at that note for right now. Perfect. Okay. All right, so we are back at it, having some more fun with it today. And we are going to hopefully make some distance with this new character now that we have an actually fully randomized. Ooh. Well, yes and no. Ooh. That's a Tibia Mariner that's right here. I'd be much more excited about seeing a Tibia Mariner right now, honestly, if the Tibia Mariner were somewhere a little bit more dangerous, frankly. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Thank you, God. I never thought it'd be so hard to crush someone's skull. That is a good question. I don't know which one he is. I don't really want to find out just yet, because if it's the Altus one, then... The Altus one's actually dangerous. The Altus one is actually a bit of a problem. Not like a huge problem, but like just enough of a problem to be obnoxious. Depraved Perfumer Carmen. Cool, okay. What do we got in the bag? What you got for me, bud? Okay, cool. So he's got our Somber 7. It's pricey as hell, but... Gargoyle's Black Axe. I believe that's pretty okie dokie, if I'm not mistaken. But we're not going to worry about that right now, I think. Not gonna lie, most of what he's selling right now really ain't shit. Do I? I don't really know if I take on a Tibia Mariner just with a shield. If I do that, I feel like it's very likely we're just gonna eat ass, like, super quickly. And I'm probably not gonna do that. Cheap Radon Spears. If I, for some reason, need to, like, pivot into a Great Bow, that will be nice. Good news is our armor actually isn't too bad from, well, if I remember the the Apostles armor set correctly. Apostles armor set's supposedly pretty good if I remember right. So chat, we are officially off on our adventures here, but how are you all doing today? Playing anything new, anything fun, anything exciting, doing anything that's making your life interesting? How's the weather treating ya? All that magic. Hey! Easy Somber 1. We'd love to fucking see it. I don't know why I'm giving this wolf that much respect. Like, I literally don't have to do that. Just got back to watching anime. Nice, okay. Anything oh, shit! Cerulean Hidden Tier? That's kind of massive. Oh, Star, oh no, you're cold? Don't do that. Stop being cold. That's goofy. Don't do that. Which Somber weapon was it? It was a Somber 1. It was a Somber 1, which pretty much means that, like, the minute we have stats for our grafted, we already have a +1, which is great. Honestly, the good news about the grafted blade is I feel like you can just kind of let it do what it's going to do, and it carries incredibly hard. Torrent, actually, shit, we can get some stats right now. How many stats, though? Probably not enough to actually carry us to that next level, I'm assuming. That's also a problem with starting warriors, that we start with higher dex. That's a little bit of an L. Oh, well. Okay, alright, well, we can get some stats rolling. That's good. I'm going to take the 15 for right now, and I'm going to take an extra point of health, I think. We do want to start getting that health meter ticking up. If we don't do it sooner, we are definitely going to die, well, shit, not even later. Literally just so much sooner. That's all. Alright, let's see how we can do right over here. Wow, that is actually a little scary of a spawn right here. Yeah, I should probably respect these guys, because they get a little too goofy with it sometimes. Alright, cool, there we go. 13 levels left till I can do it. Perfect. As soon as humanly possible. Pretty much once I can actually use that weapon, we're just golden for like the entire... Like, frankly, that is just the weapon of the run. It's so unga boonga fat damage that it doesn't really matter what else we do. Oh, we also have the Glintstone Scarab. That's kind of nice. It's not that nice necessarily, but it's like, it's a nice little benefit. No, definitely. So I feel like if I'm being smart here, I don't challenge that fucking bird, because that is... no. I don't think so. I'm going to be a little bit safer than usual. Funny enough, I know, right? We're just gonna run underneath the bridge, because I don't want to risk the death right. Death rights are... Maybe once I can wield a weapon and have, like, some health. I think for right now, though, we're gonna keep breathing. It's a little bit... It's not that big of a difference, is it, really? Honestly, funny enough, I think I'm just gonna flat commit to the grafted in this case. Because I really don't see a reason not to, frankly. Like, it's just kind of built different. Like, it's one of those weapons that just you really don't need to try that hard with. Also, yet again, I'm being reminded of why I despise Torrent in, like, most ways. Not all but including the fact that the horse just makes me irritable on a daily basis. Did that rune bear fucking see me? God, fucking rune bears. Witch's Glintstone Crown. Wow, that would be useful if I were going for a magic build. Which... maybe? It's the best weapon in the game. You know, honestly, I could believe you on that. I could totally believe you on that. Agile's Flame, okay. It's not really that important of a thing to pick up, but it's nice to have. Frankly, for the raw damage output you get from the weapon, it is certainly very good. Okay. Alright, since we're goofing around over... You know what? Honestly, fuck that item. We don't need that item. And of course Torrent can't fit under there. Reason 582 of why Torrent is a worse mount than Aggro. Granted, it's not really a competition on that one. Oh, is this going to be a playthrough with a bunch of mushroom people? Oh, that's very unpleasant. Did I pick up everything here? Sacred Blade, actually. Sacred Blade's kind of huge. That's not a bad play at all. I should probably get the Site of Grace that's over this way. I don't really want to have to run back this way for any reason, and I imagine I'm going to be going to Weeping at one point or another, so. Alrighty. Cool. Frankly, right now, if we could find a secondary weapon that could carry for the early game, I personally wouldn't mind finding a secondary weapon that, like, works with my current stat sets that I could just use and not have to overthink it. Okay, they're setting me up for magic. Wonderful. Oh, fuck my anus. What a scary-ass enemy when I reset my flasks. You know, you're right. Absolutely on that one, Rossi. But I completely forgot about it because I'm a goofy goober. Yeah. Plus, honestly, we're just making the routes right now. That's pretty much the only thing we're doing. Oh, no! Terrifying enemy types. We'd love to see them. It's fine, though. I just need to avoid taking damage. If I can avoid taking damage and not get hit, we'll be fine. It won't matter. Yeah, you're right. We did get a better armor pickup, which is good. We love to see it. I'm going to probably keep moving along here, get these grave sites up ahead. Actually, while I'm thinking about it... Actually, I can just wear that, so yeah, why not? There we go. Cool. Alright, wonderful. Might have to play around with it in a minute or two if I do end up finding what I need to make the grafted work. Because Ooh, Somber 2. Fucking Christ, he's too strong. Alright, never mind, I'll be back. God. I know I have, like, no health pool on me right now, but still, it's just surprising when one little bozo smacks you once. I guess technically, what was that, like just about 250 in damage or something like that, roughly. Either way, scary little bastard shouldn't be touching me like that. +2 strength helmet. Did I get that? I don't believe so, no. Intelligence, no, I have a +3 intelligence helmet, and that's about it right now at the moment. Nah. Although, thank you for, I mean, good looks on checking out for it. If it was, it definitely would have been worth having, like, immediately, because that would save me points. Any stats we can save right now, the minute we can just use the weapon, we're good. We're golden. Like, that's all I need to do with it. Somber 4. Alright, get the fucking the little gremlin baited. Bewitching branches. Okay. The only reason bewitching branches at this point are important to us at all is primarily if we ever run into a Nile fight. That's the only reason those are important. It's, like, really, really nice to have those on hand, especially if your build sucks ass. Because, honestly, Nile, he's a bit of a cakewalk comparison to his cronies. His cronies are the problem of the fight. Also, wait, was that a somber stone? Yes, it was. I'm sorry, a smithing stone, my bad. Is it possible that we're going to get some halfway decent drops along the way here? That actually would make me really, really happy if we could find some halfway decent everythings. Okay, that was just a smithing 4. That's... Honestly, with the route we're going on right now, we really don't need smithing stones. Smithing stones may eventually be nice. Wow, more. Okay, sure. I'm gonna ignore the item in that building because right now this place is too scary for its own good. Oh, and a bird while it was at it. Why not? Of course. And the game lags. Now I have Somber 1, 2, 4, and 6. Nice! Oh, and 7. Shit, yeah. In that case, we're pretty much almost on pace right now to have a +7 at the moment, which is going to be just fantastic. All right, fucking get ready to bash this little bozo. Bonk. You know what? Honestly, fine. Fall to your death, bozo. Golden seed. Okay, perfect. Now I have the full fucking parade showing up, which is great. Okay, put him in the grave. Love to see it. Chug real quickly. You know, honestly, the good thing about this game is that shields are honestly pretty based. They are really good. Shields do just, like, an insane amount of poise damage on their own, and at the same time, they're just really well built. They don't do nearly as much damage, and obviously no riposte, but... Right, jellyfish, you need to die. I am terribly sorry for the punishment that I must now put upon you. Perfect. Love to see it. Crispity crunch. Glintstone Comet Shard. Okay. Nothing too crazy there. This also means that Fort Height is now cleared out, which we can get the reward from Mr. Height when we're ready. I call him such a respectful thing, which is kind of funny to me. You know, I kind of regret my choices coming down here, but it's okay. I think we'll be fine here. You know, it's funny that I say that and immediately get fucking poisoned. Fine, I guess we're leaving. I didn't want to be here anyways. This place sucks. Of course I'd get poisoned. Funny enough, I believe those shoulder butt dudes, they're using pretty much the same animation that you find off of the Dark Souls crystal dudes. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Granted, it's a shoulder butt, which, you know, I mean, yeah. Shoulder butt animation looks like a shoulder butt animation, imagine that. But it looks eerily too close to not be the same thing. Alright, there we go. Go do some merchant hopping and go talk to Mr. Height, go turn in our super duper quest reward, all that magic. So far we've been getting honestly, we've been getting a decent setup. The only thing that we're really lacking at the moment is, like, big cash. That's actually kind of nice to see. Also, Great Omen Cleaver. Oof. That is kind of spicy. Heck, this guy's... he doesn't have the best shop in the world, but he has an okay shop. So we'll take that, bell bearing. We're lucky, actually. The world might just supply us with random stones along the way. Okay, let's see what we got going on up here. No, but I'm sorry, Rossi. Earlier you were talking about an anime that you had been picking up. What is the latest in terms of anime for you, my friend? What have you been watching? Whirl of Flame. Okay, that's nothing. Okay. It's just an annoyance. Fine. We can leave it alone. I'm not really a big fan of the slimes in this game. I mean, I'm not usually a fan of the slimes in any of the games because they're just a waster of time. Mohg's Shackle. I will need to do my best to remember that I have that item when we actually face a Mohg. But we'll see if I actually am able to remember that much. We'll see. Probably gonna need to ignore the scarab up ahead here. Golden rune, a little bit of cash money. Yeah, I don't really have the damage for this thing, so nah. Gotcha. Just Kingdom. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I am not familiar with the name Kingdom in this case. I am not very familiar with that one. The ones that I think I've been watching, and again, bad with names, the ones I've been watching lately, funny enough, one of the big ones I've really been enjoying is called 'Tis Time for Torture Princess. It's on some bozo fucking stupid hours kind of shit. It really, really is, but I really enjoy it because it's just like so overtly just, it knows exactly what it is, and it's goofy as shit, frankly. Actually, I'm going to finish this route going this way. We're going to go this way first. I've also been watching a lot of, I think it's Dungeon Meshi, or Cooking in a Dungeon. God, I love Cooking in a Dungeon. It's so good. Every one of the characters are just so fucking fun, frankly. Like, even their, like, what I would normally consider what they might play off as their annoying character, even their annoying character has all the cause in the world to be who she is. And she's not even actually annoying is the thing. It's just, like, based off, like, archetypes of, like, what you would expect for an anime. That's kind of where she kind of plays in. Godskin Swaddling. It is Dungeon Meshi, or Cooking in a Dungeon. It's really, really good, honestly. I actually, like, really love that. I love that show, like, a lot and a half. It is so much fun. It genuinely is. Would it be faster to go the opposite direction here, or just to go from... You know, I'm just going to go from the way that I would normally take this, which is going at it from this direction. We're just going to go back this way real quick. I'm also going to check and see if I have enough cash to level up. Cooking in a Dungeon, yeah. It should be called that, yeah. It's essentially the party of, like, four adventurers. 3 of them aren't, like... Oh, no. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. And then there's a wraith on my ass. We love to see it. Think I can use the grafted now? Can I? I didn't level up more strength at this point, and it's... I thought it was a pretty steep requirement for that. I thought it was like 40 for the grafted. I can definitely use guitar, though. That's nice. Yeah, 40... No, I definitely can't. I definitely can't two-hand that thing. Unfortunately, in this game, it goes not by Dark Souls 1 logic necessarily, but it's more akin to it. Dark Souls 2 would let you double or two-hand it at like 15 to 30 strength, but this game, not so much.
Everyone who only to have that, did you know it's quite a...
I need quite a few more stats.
Well, that, but I don't have... It's scared. I want on nothing. Can you take...
Oh! Well, shit. I'll take that. Only one of the best weapons in the game. Rossi, I think we just found our early game solution, man. We're gonna be using this thing for right now, because this thing is way too good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this instead for right now, actually. 28 strength at two-handing. So 28 would be where I need to... Yeah, in that case, we're definitely using this thing for right now, because this is just an infinitely... Like, this is, in of itself, just a great weapon. So we're definitely using this thing. Gotcha. 28 strength. Okay. Yeah, we're using this thing, then. Because I definitely want to get more health right now. If I don't get more health, we're just going to die. Yeah, the fun thing about this weapon is that it also comes with the status condition for the cold damage, which is just... It's just good. It's just good. Like, you don't even really need to overthink it too much. It's just good. The weapon art is great for this thing. It's also somber weapon. So if we happen to find more somber stones, I'm just going to probably pump it into this thing, frankly, because this thing is just a based weapon. Oh my god, Torrent, let me pick up items that are within 5 feet of me. Please. Maybe not 5 feet of me, but you know what I mean. Slumbering Egg. Sacred Order. Sacred Order is nice. Sacred Order is actually pretty nice. That'll be really useful for certain enemies. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go see what Bernal has. Yeah, it is definitely time for health. We're going to be pumping pretty much everything into health and resources that we might need to buy. Actually, with this weapon alone, we could probably go back and kill the,
Are you here? Does your despite?
Hang on here.
On such that there's nothing in all I know.
We could probably kill that Tibia Mariner now, for sure. Well, honestly, we could... Oh! Well, I'm not going to have him twist my arm on this. I mean... Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll take it. Sure. Let's see here. Stormblade, Lord's Aid. So nothing really too useful on him. That was definitely the most useful item he had offered.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Alright, perfect. Okay, so from here, we're going to go ahead and head on up to the field real quickly, go loot the one item that you normally get golden vow from. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Frost Lightning is... This thing is just, honestly, like, halberds have always been relatively OP. Just off the simple fact that they just give you that advantage of, like, hey, I don't feel like directly engaging the fight too much, but I also don't feel like being a spellcaster. What's my counterbalance? Cool. Great arrows. Okay, so we got some pocket change. Great. Right. Go. Hey! Okay, some Night Greaves. We love to see it. I saw the Rune Arc too, Rossi, but that thing is 5k for the Rune Arc. And at this point right now, the turnaround on it isn't really worth it. Okay, let's see. It's actually a pretty mild camp right now. There we go. Love to see it. Loot the corpse. Hey, smithing 3s. Okay. Not that I'm really going to be sitting around here looting smithing 3s the entire time, but, you know. Also, that guy was worth way more than he usually is. Nice. Somber 7, okay. I am probably going to get the Side of Grace at the bottom of this hill, but I'm also going to go ahead and free Alexander real quickly. And by that I mean I'm going to kill him.
Please. I just give and I'll don't dally. Give it your all.
Oh wow, that popped him out very quickly.
Oh, that. Well, I.
Yeah, sorry, Alexander. It's not happening, buddy.
What are you playing at?
Chug this real quickly. Chug this real quickly, because I don't trust that he won't just kill me on the spot.
I see. I see it. How could this
Beautiful. Love to see that damage.
was my whole
Another Somber 7. Okay, cool. Not really that great, considering, like, there's so many stones that we just need to get there, but we'll take it. It's free. That is a mildly terrifying enemy all the time. Oh, here comes a game crash. Okay, so great. So we also got to take it slower across the bridge. Love to see it. That is the one thing that typically happens on randomizers, especially primarily in Limgrave. You do find a fair few number of crashes in Limgrave, honestly. You really do. Alright, so where's it going to put us? Hopefully at the Side of Grace that I just got done lighting, because it really wasn't that far away. Okay, sure, I guess. Why not? It's still not that far away, so that's the good news. I've definitely had it before where it's pretty much set me back like a minute or two, frankly, and ugh. I'm gonna set the Side of Grace though. I don't want to fucking have to do that again. Oh hey, we missed that lily. Nice, cool. Alright, so we just gotta ride across nice and slow. I really wish we didn't have to do that, because that is a terrifying enemy right behind me right now, and I am worried that he will shoot me in the anus.
Are you here as a cousin?
I'm just gonna take this guy's bell bearing and I'm gonna go. I don't trust that thing just won't suddenly start hunting me down. Okay. Is that a tree sentinel or is that dragon sentinel? Dragon. Okay. Damn, that's actually a really that one is a bit harder. That is definitely a bit harder of a boss to have to look at right now. All right. Well, let's make our way down to Mr. Height. Go ahead and go get our loot off of the boy. Off of the dude. I suppose I'll immediately kill him as soon as I'm done getting the loot off of his corpse, of course. Obviously, I have to do that. It wouldn't be right if we didn't treat Mr. Height with the fall, frankly. It's just, you know, it's the joke of his life. It's like he stands on a ledge, his name is Mr. Height, he's kind of a low-key racist. It only makes sense that you would, frankly, put him in the grave by his own undoing. Remember, kids. Terrible fucking life lessons here. Remember, kids, if you're gonna be racist, don't stand next to a ledge. Or do. Actually, no. Fuck it, do. Do stand next to the ledge. Like I said, it's terrible life advice. I shouldn't be telling you this, but... Alright, Nascent Butterfly. Got some looty loots. Armorer's Cookbook 1. I don't remember what that does, actually. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. It's probably nothing worth talking about. Alright, there we go, and Mr. Height. I think we've just about done all of our looting, though, for Limgrave. There's like 2 more stops to kind of take care of,
Someone who might be
but it's nothing too
interested in
crazy or
rescuing the
intense.
great.
Yo, he's kind of dripped out today.
Despite you might have young Tanya,
Get
I want
on
you to
with
meet
it.
Drimbach? Fine, I doubt the doubt. Go on. Goodness gracious.
Go home.
Yourself this instant.
I was gonna say, why isn't he dying? He was doing a lot of talking for a dead man. Okay, nothing too crazy over here, but I should still really equip my weapon and... You know, I immediately regret words out of my mouth sometimes, and this is one of those instances where I regret what I just said, because leave it to one enemy. Leave it to the one enemy. Alright, nothing off the sheet, that's fine. Okay. Man, I'd really like to lose aggro. Fuck. It is something I would consider at some point or another, for sure, Star. It is definitely not something I haven't thought about it, frankly, but that is not a bad idea. Is that Margit? Ah, well, I guess we found Grandpa. Grandpa got lost out in the fields again, son of a bitch. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, cool. Loot. Surprise, surprise, it's loot. Alright, let's go do patches, I suppose, since patches is pretty easy. You know, it's funny that I say patches is pretty easy, but also at the same time, like, it doesn't take a lot to die. So yeah, there's that. Ooh, okay, that's a terrifying cave. Please don't follow me. You gotta be fucking kidding me! And the bird is just toying with me. Oh god, that is a terrifying enemy to have to fucking look at. I'm just gonna wait for Okina to get his way over to me, because I don't wanna do that. You gotta be kidding me. Okina's... Oh, he's goofing with me. This is what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of. Fuck. Fucking come on! Ah! I can't even say I got outplayed. I should have read the situation and gone, that's a massive hand. Maybe I shouldn't deal with that right now. Oh, okay, everybody, say goodbye to Potato Burst. Son of a bitch. And guess what, chat? Good news. This is a perfect time for you all to know that now is the time, if you want to choose a new name for the next character, because we're rerunning it. Rerolling that randomizer. Yes, sirree. It's okay, Star. This is literally half the point of a randomizer. I just wish I hadn't thrown in broad daylight. And yes, maybe it's 10:19 at night, but honestly, I might as well have just been... That was stupid. That was 110% on me. And we're like, if I make mistakes like that, we're not gonna be leaving New Game for fuck's sake ever. I really should have. I should have just been like, oh, that's not safe. That's not a safe scenario. No. All right, away we go. Alrighty, folks. So, here we go. And if anybody would like to suggest a name, or otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and pull from the audience on this one. But whichever way, we have ourselves a new character, a new game, and away we shall go. Hopefully we'll get a halfway decent build. As decent as the one we just tossed in the trash. That one's actually kind of cool looking. That is kind of sick. Inseparable Sword, Gallia. Okay, that's an okay build. That's an okay build. Dual Grafted Dragon. The worst part is about this is I don't believe they weapon art together. Huh. Rose's Axe. Ooh. It's a bit expensive, but it's really, really damn good. Like, honestly, like a hard carry of a weapon. Iron Spear. That exists. Okay. Jawbone Axe. Okay. Blood Boon. Flame of Frenzy. Dragon Communion Seal. Okay. Alright, so some, like, halfway decent spells going on there. Okay. This is almost like an incredibly based build, frankly. Just off the pure fact that the Spike Cestus is there. Spike Cestus is just amazing, honestly. Envoy's Great Horn. I'm, like, mildly tempted to pick this one purely because of the memes, but I'm not going to be that stupid today, I promise, chat. Probably, maybe. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm feeling dumb. I'm feeling goofy. We're bringing back the legend. Alright, Rossi. Tell you what, bud. Since you're in chat today here, we're going to go ahead and go with you on this one. There we go. And away we... I forgot my starting item. Whatever. You know what? Honestly, stupid mistakes will be made, and I'm going full Unga Bunga strats apparently on this one, so sure, why not? We're making mistakes. We're doing things that we really shouldn't be doing. This is a weapon. God, look at that stat allocation. That is awful. You know, of all the choices I could have made today, this wasn't the one. This really wasn't the one. Whatever. You know what? We're gonna have fun with it. That's the important part. Sure, we can't wield this thing for anything right now. And sure, it's gonna cost us just over 16 points to even almost make this thing work. Actually, I'm sorry, even more than that just to make this thing work. But hey, look at that, it's a bozo. And we're fat rolling with this damn thing. You know what? I don't know why I'm goofing around right now. I know what I need to do. I'm really wishing I'd picked the Cestus class now, or something else. The Rose's Axe. Ugh. Alright, look, since I can't even use this thing right now, I'm not even gonna worry about it. We're just a naked guy running around in the lands between at the moment, and we will eventually eventually be able to hold our own. Lucky first item? Oh, that's great. That's... Never mind. Fucking awful. Oh, alright, so cool. So we pretty much have our fists right now. That is our source. Oh man, this is already, like, this is the worst start so far. And I know it's, like, entirely my own fault, but still, it's bad. It's really bad. Okay. Alright, so as it stands right now, we don't have any real cash output. We have a weapon we can't use at the moment. We're starting at level 1, so pretty much all weapons are off the table for us at the moment. And anything that we run into is going to be randomized. So yeah, it sounds to me like we have a pretty good start set right in front of us right now. Yeah, we'll have all the fun and... Hey, look at that! That's actually surprisingly a usable weapon. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, okay. That's some money.
I am caught.
Smithing 2, Smithing 1 on him, okay. It's only one Smithing 1, but sure, why not? Some armor on him, cool, okay. Alright.
Goodbye for now.
Actually, that's not bad, though. Lordsworn is not a bad weapon at all. Wait, can I not two-hand this thing? 10 strength. 16 strength required. What? I could have sworn that was enough strength to wield this thing. I am very apparently wrong. Sure, why not? Primal Glintstone Blade. That is gotta be hands down one of the worst talismans we could get right now. Okay, alright. Yeah, wow, okay, I guess, yeah. Never mind. We need, like, I'm guessing, what, like 1 point to make it work? Huh. Okay. Anyways, no, we were talking earlier, I guess, about Dungeon Meshi, which has been just a wonderful time and a half, frankly. I really, really, really like the show. It's a lot of fun.
They sir, but I can play turning to aid you. You need to the foot.
I'm not sure if there's really any animes I'm, like, looking forward to at the moment. One that I've kind of been hopping into. 100 new Discord people. You know, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing some new people in the Discord, though I will say that is going to be a lot of people to tack in there very quickly. I would not mind that at all. I immediately fucked up the input there. That's a my bad moment. Okay. So, that's not really a safe item, but fuck it. That's also not really a valuable item, is it? Okay, sure, why not? Less security than usual here. Immediately trying to snipe me, that's wonderful. I believe so, Carlos. Only problem right now is I currently have, like, no cash on me. Which, to be fair, I could probably just grind out the... Like, I could probably grind out the 1 point needed with less damage stats than usual. But I'm also being stubborn.
Thank you. I was pushing. I ended up.
Give me your mushrooms. Thank you. Hey, look at that! Gold 9. Cool. The other thing, too, is... Frankly, right now, if we die... Like, honestly, right now, we're not that far into the run. And our character is so ungodly squishy that we could pretty much die to just about anything. Like a single random hunter strolling around. So, in a weird line of thinking, I'm assuming right now that I could just kind of do all my running around it. If I die, I die. It is what it is. And maybe I should try to preserve the life of my character at the moment, but I'm also being goofy, so a little silly. Frankly. We should probably do some updates. You're definitely right about that, Star. I would have to agree with you. Hey, Jellyfish Shield. We fucking love the Jellyfish Shield here. Well, that worked out a lot better than it was supposed to. We'll love to see it. I'd agree with you, though. I would have to kind of play around with some names and kind of figure out what would be better fits for certain ones. I think there are definitely certain channels that have been kind of, I think, like, confusing to folks, which that just needs to be fixed. Oh, shit, Ash of War Determination. Would love to see it. Hell yes. I'm gonna run up the hill this time first. Of course the game would crash. Why wouldn't it crash? Alright, where's it gonna set me? Okay, alright. Crashing time. Like, it is what it is. Our Discord is ugly. Aw. Fair enough. Yeah. No, we definitely... I would not mind at all getting kind of some updates going on with the Discord a little bit. Maybe kind of shorten down... I do think we have a few too many channels kind of going on at the moment. So yeah, it would not hurt to kind of get that stuff narrowed down a little more. I'd probably need to look a little bit more into like channel permissions and whatnot and kind of getting that going. So that way, you know, people that are just like general, like they don't have like 15 different tabs going on. They just have, you know, their baseline. Please don't suddenly decide to throw one of your Orbeez at me, good sir. Thank you, old man. You're such a nice, polite old man. I'm surprised. He didn't have to be polite to me. Sanguine Noblehood. Okay. Free armor. Somber 4. Okay. Did I die again? I mean, I did die again, but I already started a new account. Yes. So yeah. Technically, yes, Russie. I did die. And then for some oblong reason, I decided to start with the one starting class that only had an Envoy's Great Horn as its starting weapon. And I started Wretch, which, you know, yeah. I decided to throw away all my brain cells for big, ugly horn. I don't know. I don't know why I did it. I just thought it'd be funny, apparently. Actually, we have some halfway decent armor on us already. That's nice. Okay. That, I believe, gives us strength, if I'm not mistaken. Somber. I am terribly, terribly disappointed, though, that I lost out on that great sword run. That would have been really nice. Grafted would have been amazing. It really kind of comes down to the fact that I threw in broad daylight. The long short of it is the Uria encounter. There was a massive hand that had fallen down into the ravine. And unfortunately, right behind me was already like a pile of hands and birds and whatnot. So I was like, okay, sure, I could probably just bait over the Uria invasion and just kill him. Turns out, fun fact, that the massive hand suddenly got real cheeky with me, turned around, saw that I was fucking around, then decided it wanted to finger me. And, yeah. We said goodbye to Potato Burst. It's like a halfway decent item set. This isn't really anything worth writing home about. It's nice that there's a single rot grease here, but it's nothing crazy. Okay, alright. I might buy this just so I have it, because it's nice, but everything else here is kind of way too expensive, or just not that important. Maybe it'll come into play? Maybe? We'll see. We'll see. Actually, I did just get this hood, which immediately gives me more strength. Actually, never mind. I'm lying in broad daylight. It's not more strength. It's more endurance, because sure, why not? Okay. Oh, it's just a fucking Orby? Okay, sure. Why not? So that right there almost got me killed. Thank you so much, Torrent. We'd love to see it. Okay, well that was not at all what I meant to fucking do there. Yet again, Torrent, thank you. Ugh. Okay, cracked pot, love to see it. I think we're about done on this route again. I'm gonna probably make my way over to Mr. Height and... Well, I guess actually, no, I'm not gonna do Mr. Height just yet. I'm gonna instead do what I would normally do, which is head on over to Third Church. Golden Beast Crest Shield, okay, awesome. There's a fucking Orby up there, which loves to put me in the grave as quickly as humanly possible. Okay, cool. God, we had access to pretty much like infinite... Pretty much we had access to infinite FP at that point, and we would have been able to pretty much give ourselves like any Phantom we wanted, for early game purposes at least. Michelin Knight's Sword. I don't know that one very well. I'll see what the stats are on it and see if it's worth putting any effort into. I'd have to assume it comes with, like, some holy shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't really mean to come over here to Mr. Height, but sure. I guess we'll do this real quickly since we're in the area.
Someone who might be interested in rescuing...
I don't care if you're dressed in the Princess Bride garb. Get your ass over that ledge. I guess the good news about doing it this way is it saves me a little bit of time on the back end, because if I'm looting this area now, I don't technically come back through and redo it. So, cool. Misericord? Okay. It's not terrible. Prisoner clothes. Okay. That's honestly not too big of a loot pool, is it, really? Well, probably early game, I'm assuming right now, is... We'll probably just get the stats we need for the greatsword that we picked up. And... Well... Shit. I guess we're not getting those items. Never mind. I'm not doing that again. I'm not throwing myself into another scenario like that. Not again. Alright, well, I guess we killed Mr. Height for no reason whatsoever. Fair enough. That's fine. We didn't need a reason to kill him in the first place. That's crazy, though. There's literally two enemies that would be, like, the Stunlock champions right there, on top of each other, of course. Why not? Okay. Alright, well, let's go back over this way, and I guess we could start heading towards Weeping, if anything. I also have to do Fort Height anyways, so I guess while we're here, because now I actually have some cash money, let's go ahead and get what we need to make this stuff work. There we go. A little bit of cash, a little bit of money. Make this stuff work. Also, we have another flask charge. Love to see it. Okay, perfect. Alright, so, as it stands right now, I'm going to go ahead and do probably just 2 points of strength right now. That'll carry us for the sword. A little bit of actually, fuck endurance for right now. We're just going to go ahead and prioritize health. Hey, look at that. We actually have, like, some health. Great. Alright, cool. Now we can two-hand this bad boy, and we are good to go there. We also have... We have Rot Grease, which is nice. We have a Rune Arc on our hands, which... I'm going to hold off, like, a little bit longer before popping that Rune Arc, I think. I know it really doesn't hurt to just do it, frankly, because it's just more health. But if we could, you know, for some weird reason, find a great rune before we know it, that would be really, really nice to use. That'd be, like, actually lovely. So, golden seed. Honestly, with that little gremlin chasing me around, I do not want to risk the potential of getting fucking yeeted off the ledge. Or that could happen. That could also happen. Sure, why not? Okay, well this is a mess and a... Jesus Christ, it is really a mess and a half. Okay, perfect. Oh, okay, cool. Did I do anything fun today? Honestly, Star, in this case, I took myself to the gym and treated myself to a nice long workout. Which, to be fair, really isn't too much different from what I might normally do anyways, but it was enough. Work was long. Work wasn't really ready to let me go today, so... Which was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Look, I promise you I will inevitably treat myself to something. I promise. Okay, it's gonna happen. Rusty key. Okay, cool. So now we have access to the other part of Stormvale. Cool. A little bit more to loot down here. Nothing really too crazy. I can only hope that it's halfway decent shit. Actually, you know what? Honestly, I'd really love to fucking go get myself at some point soon enough here in the future. Would be some, not Ben & Jerry's, but Cold Stone. Cold Stone ice cream is probably, like, one of the best ice creams I've ever had, personally. It's just, it's so fucking good. That did not work out the way that it was supposed to. What the fuck? Okay, cool. Put this old man in the grave real quickly. This fucking bastard with the shield real quickly keeps dicking around with me. You gotta be kidding me. He's crazy with it. Okay, cool. Could I maybe get a flask back? Fuck. Was this worth... This better have been worth it. Sure, why not? Okay, alright. There we go. Well, I know what you're talking about, Star, but, like, honestly, on that note, if you win the raffle, you just get to do what you want to do. Like, I'm not gonna hold you back at that point. Okay, you know what? I am just gonna pop the rune arc. What harm is it? It's barely... It's not really much health in the scheme of things, but 5% becomes more over time anyway, so... It doesn't hurt, you know? It doesn't hurt. And worst case, we run across another great rune and we just, you know. There we go. Alrighty, folks. I think we're going to try and establish this character as best as we can, but we're probably going to try and wrap it up sometime within, like... I'd personally say sometime... fucking Christ. Of course! There would be... Okay, sure. I can sneak with it. Oh, so that item is actually semi-worth the effort that it costs. Okay. Well, mean, if it's actually worth the effort, then sure, I'm glad we got it, I suppose. Although I'm probably going to forget to use it more than likely, just knowing myself well enough. It's not really better on the Greaves that we just found, huh? Actually, kind of cool seeing all these different enemies fight each other. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll take the back way into the Weeping. Going in through the front gate is going to be too hard on that one. I think there's like a steam pool like right over here, isn't there? Yeah, there we go. There it is. Perfect. Okay, cool. Make a spreadsheet for how I die in these games? You know, honestly, probably. Yeah. Very, very strong chance that a lot of the deaths come down to pure, just unadulterated hubris of me just doing shit like I just did right there, not reading the room and going, oh yeah, no, this is fine. This is absolutely, trust me, like I'm not gonna die suddenly in a very hilarious way, right? No, why would I do that? That's crazy. You're crazy. Frankly, yeah, I'd have to assume a lot of it just comes down to the fucking, like, baseline hubris of stupidity. Like right there! That enemy! Right there! That enemy! Fucking everything in this area! Enemies! That are just way too dangerous. That could just, like, one-shot me if they feel like it. Yet I'm just running through like it's a normal day of Elden Ring. I can't believe we lost the fucking Dragon Halberd again. Ah, we lost such a good weapon. Alright, any chance you want to just sell, like, a bunch of smithing ones? He does sell the... Oh! That's actually pretty good. Okay, never mind. There's actually a good reason to buy something off of this guy. Sure. Yeah. We want that weapon for sure. Also, he's selling Royal Knight's Resolve, which in of itself is just the fucking... Ooh, Raptor's Black Feathers too? I mean, I'm not saying I want to look at doing a jumping build, but, like, if I were gonna do that, this guy's setting me up to kind of do that. Nice. Easy enough stone sword keys, halfway decent gear on this guy. Okay, cool. Let's go and take the bell bearing. Okay, so we just immediately upgraded our kit, like, instantaneously. We need a little dex, but whatever, that's fine. That's just immediately way more damage. Okay, what do we got up here? Tibia summons... Wraith Calling Bell and a Crystal Staff. Okay, kind of mediocre, but whatever. Actually, while I'm up here, I might as well do the tower, frankly. Towers don't typically end up being a whole lot, I've noticed, but, I mean, it's a location where a key item can spawn, so you kind of have to respect that much, pretty much. That's about it. Cool. Fucking gremlin. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Do I? I don't suppose I do, actually. Extend spell duration? No. No, neither of those are worth using. Okay, cool. Magical. Let's go loot this tower real quickly. I don't think there's a whole lot more that's up here for us to actually worry about at the moment. So we're probably just going to kind of turn our asses around once we're done up here and just more than likely head towards the other side of Weeping. Somber 7. Okay, cool. Alright, well, that area is pretty much good to go then. I don't really see much reason to do anything else here. So yeah, let's just head on through that gateway over there and move along. I should. Actually, let's see here. I don't think I have the cash right now to do it, but I do. Once I have the cash for it, I do want to get myself set up with the with that halberd I found. That is just a free upgrade right off the bat in the game, and considering how rare, like pickups can be in this fucking game, especially during like smithing stones or anything like that. Ooh, the game kind of got a little choppy. Don't do that. Especially during a randomizer, the game just really, like, you need to take your weapons. Which is usually why it's always just infinitely better to go with a somber weapon. Ugh. I do kind of wish the developers at some point or another would go, hey, you know, a lot of the fans actually installed something into the game where, like, for randomizers, you can make it so the weapon costs for smithings, like smithing ones, it's like 1, 2, 3 are all only 1 stone apiece, and so on and so forth. Pretty much is how it functions, and it's like, I really wish that they would kind of look at that and go, you know, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should just make that like a quality of life to update to the game. Because it's so good. It's so clean. It makes the gameplay not feel like fucking slog sometimes. Not to say that the game ever feels like fucking like outright miserable. It's just fucking grinding stones. Just sucks. We just got a bunch of poison grease, didn't we? I would check on the bridge just to see what the poison grease was, but you know what? Actually, I'm feeling risky. Fuck it. Okay, 1 poison grease. 1 poison grease, 1 rot grease. That's nice. That's not terrible. That's cool. Well, welcome back, Obama Ball. Glad to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Yo, they fucking tried to crab me. That's crazy. Crab me in broad daylight? Not for me. Alright, wonderful. Okay, smithing 8, love to see it. Not gonna lie though, I'm not sure how that evolution worked out the exact way that it did for you, but you know, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's good seeing you either way. There's a Gargoyle's Great Axe again. Gargoyles, oh, fucking Rune Bear. Okay, you know what, never mind. I don't want that item. Like, I want that item, but fucking Rune Bears. Really? Like, I want that item. But I know for a fact if I try and do this, I am being a risky biscuit. It was hardly worth picking up. How many times have I died? Well, in this case, Obama, I guess I'm gonna say your now, as that's what your new name is on here. In this case, we have lost 1 account because I was a goofball and forgot the whole thing about turning on the randomizer, and because I kind of wanted to keep it, you know, semi-legitimate, I tossed that one into the trash because of that. We've died about a total of 2 times, though, tonight. 1 because of my own hubris, the other was just sad. So yeah, fun stuff. I am really sad, actually, about the one that I had to toss in the trash right off the bat, though. That was a really, really good setup, for the most part. Frankly, we had two really, really good setups tonight. It's funny, I usually end up doing a better job when my setup is not typically too amazing. It's, again, like, hubris, like, right in the garbage every single time with me. I throw things away so quickly because of that shit. All bosses are random. Yes, all bosses are random. The only things that aren't technically fully randomized still is that night bosses are still night bosses, and dragons are still dragons, typically. They're just randomized between each other in this case. But otherwise, yes, fully randomized. Only reason I kept it that way for the dragons and the night bosses was pretty much they just don't work super well out of their own arenas. They just frankly, they don't. Night bosses are okay, but I also don't really care that much about seeing night bosses in most locations. Alright, so we have one more merchant on our way over here through the Weeping, and that will pretty much cover us over in this location. We have a weapon we can use right now, so we could, if we wanted to, go try and kill some bosses, just to kind of get ourselves better leveled. But most of what we're going to run into right now probably isn't going to be anything worth doing much to. So.
How can I?
Alright, what's it going to sell us? Shit? Pretty much? Yeah, almost entirely. Like, the one good thing he's selling right now is this. Let's see here. Alright. Fuck it. I guess I'll get the one golden seed here. Everything else here is kind of mediocre at best. So no, everything else there is pretty much not worth taking. Alright, so there's Weeping. Almost entirely handled. We'll probably be back through the area at some point to, one, either do Mourn or to do some other stuff, but that's fine for now. Time to wrap up the gate front, I suppose. Is your profile pick fire? I don't see it super duper well, just because I'm working off of the icons I can see off of my phone right now, but I mean, it looks decent. It looks solid. It looks like there's more of a some decent character there. So, looks nice. Get the map. Already got that. Let's go ahead and go get the Ash of War knife, I suppose. Like, we don't really need it, but it would be nice to have. I feel like if I had to, like, place my bets on this weapon that I have right now, I feel like this weapon would probably hard carry us, at least to some extent. Honestly, it's a pretty good weapon. Couple more merchants that we haven't yet checked out. There's still the one that's, like, right off the bat in the game, which we haven't looked at them. Plentiful amounts of routing going on over this way, so we'll take care of that, so... Right, I completely forgot. We have the halberd now, which we definitely want to make that happen. Also, we got really lucky there, didn't we? There was definitely just a bird that just tried to completely crush me with its toes. Not awesome. Not based. It's still trying to do it. Get away from me, you fucking bird. God, I hate that thing so much. Okay, cool. Some more flask. Wow, multiple flask upgrades, actually. That's good. Any levels that I can actually pump right now? Yes, okay, cool. We need 2 decks at the moment in order to make that halberd work. So, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 1 out of 10. Oh, sorry, man. I'm gonna probably, like, I can't see it super well, but from what I can see, it looks decent, so, like, maybe an 8. Okay, there. Now we have halberd stats. Love to see it. Awesome. And we can even wield it without having to worry about our weight too much. Awesome. Somber 4, cool.
Everyone who only to have, did you know? It's quite a...
Okay, so we have Bernal to see. We also have pretty much everything up here to see.
I want on nothing.
Okay.
Can you
Alright, that is a much sadder item than what she'd given us last time. Literally last time she gave us Dragon Halberd. Oh, Dragon Halberd, my sweet, sweet Dragon Halberd. I miss you so much. Oh, that's the... Damn, that's the spell. Ugh. If it had been the Ash of War, I would have been really fucking happy, actually. Like, I know the spell is technically better, it's just one costs more to... Ooh. Ooh. If we get the Sombers for that bad boy, that is just infinitely, like... That is just an infinitely good weapon. Axe Talisman. Dude, we love Axe Talisman here. Dragonheart, okay, cool. Please don't, ooh! Oh, I could have sworn that stone had one. Okay. Oh my god, fucking fire! You have no vids? I mean, fair enough. You don't necessarily need to have vids to have a decent profile pic. As far as I can tell you. As far as I can tell you.
Name's Bur. Let me ask. Are you here? Does your despite on such that there's nothing?
Make Bernie nice and happy. He's our best friend. Cool. It's on the cheap, so yeah, sure. And he is selling. Honestly, the only other thing I think I really want here right now is the Bewitching Branches. What is this? Rogier's Letter? Okay, that's nothing crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and get, like, a handful of those Bewitching Branches. Bewitching Branches. That should be enough for 2. 3, actually. I'm stupid. No, 2. I'm immediately stupid anyways. Okay, fair enough. Alright, cool. I am actually really darn happy that we found the Stormhawk Axe. That is, funny enough, the run we threw away earlier today, because of my stupidity, that is the weapon we were using for it, and that weapon right there, like, if you've never used Stormhawk Axe before, it is genuinely, like, insane. Like, the thing just hard carries. The weapon art on it is absolutely absurd. It does so much work. Okay, well, not gonna lie, the halberd's range here is a little wacky, a little funny. Best weapon in Elden Ring to me. I would almost always have to go with the Serpent Hunter, just purely because I love, like, straight physical damage weapons, and I also did a lot of, like, runs with that thing, and it's so good. However, if I had to have a follow-up weapon behind that, it would probably be just like Gut Sword, frankly, because Gut Sword is aesthetically insanely pleasing to me, and I'm all about big Unga Bunga Sword, frankly. Not as big a fan of the Grafted Sword, funny enough. Like, moveset-wise, Grafted Sword is super based. We love it. But the design on it is... I don't know. It feels too clusterfucky to me. I like a cleaner design for sure. Alright, get on with it, Alexander. Thank you. Beast Blood. Crazy bastard.
What are you playing at? Great. I see. I see it now. Humans all...
Cool. Put him in the grave. Uchi or long weapons? That's fair. Uchi is a classic. Uchi is a classic for sure. I can tell you the number of times, every single time I'd play like Dark Souls, I would always go kill the merchant in Undeadburg just to go pick his fucking Uchi up. Like, it's just a good katana. It's just based. It's a great weapon. But in terms of like long weapons, you know, one thing I wish they had actually added to Elden Ring that they never really did. I guess you can kind of say like the Nagakiba is the exception to it, or like that is the one, but it's not really. It would have been nice to see like some great sword katanas kind of come into the game. That would have been, I would have been all about that, frankly. That would have been awesome. Okay, nothing really too crazy here, merchant-wise. Put the Ronnie doll in the jar. Brother, I am not going to be putting Ronnie in the jar. I don't really respect Ronnie like that, but I also don't really feel like going out of my way to put her in a jar. Alright, what's our boss over here, and is it not... It's not manageable. That's not a manageable fight. It's something I could do, but it's not something I wish to do. I'll come back later for it, if anything. For right now, we just want to go ahead and go loot the gravesite that's over this way. If I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn there was like some loot right over here. Oh well, whatever. We're just going to go ahead and go loot the graveyard down here and move along with our day. Erdtree's Favor +1 and a mace. Mace is super based. Sage robe. Okay, nothing crazy there. Gold mushroom. I'm sorry, gold mushroom. Another rune arc. Okay, not bad. Not a bad little pool of loot there. Cool. Alright, let's go do... Let's go back to first step real quickly. Should be a boss this way, and we can also do the merchant that's down the hill. See what's going on there. Damn, it's a rainy day, which means our fire won't fucking work the way it's supposed to. Which is about right. Of course, naturally, we try to use something that makes perfect sense for this enemy right here. Poorly translated Elden Ring challenge on a day. I mean, we'll definitely, like, that's something I've definitely considered, yeah. Alright, cool, we got a flask here. Alright. I forget if speeding time along actually makes the rain stop. Yes, it does. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go fight a boss. I think our weapon is more than fine enough for this encounter right now. I didn't have to take that damage. Yet again, didn't have to take that damage, but I sure do. I got stuck on something. Annoying. Take the crit, put it in the grave, and a charge forth to end things off. Beautiful. Stab that thing in the penis. That was still, honestly, not a clean fight. I could have done a better job. It wasn't a clean fight, but whatever. It's gonna be a work in progress, kind of getting back into the swing of things in certain ways, but we'll be able to get on top of it. Is this the fall? No, this is not the fall. Okay, cool. It's right over here. Can I shout them out? I would, but I also don't know who that is in this case. I don't necessarily know who TCM Seer is. Give me a little background information on that one real quickly for me, okay, Yor? Freezing Grease. I don't believe this is a somber weapon, but it might be worth considering. That's not actually a bad idea. Holy Grease would be nice if we run into any of the whatchamacallits, so that might actually be worth having. Okay, I think that's, honestly, that's probably about fine for right now. Holy Grease, oh, I mean, literally right here. Older Bros account. Gotcha. Alright, man. Well, in that case, yeah, TMCer. I'm sorry, TMCer. TCMCer. Shout out to you, buddy. Okay, there we go. Bell bearing acquired. I think that is more than fine enough down here. I guess I should go check around the corner, see if there's anything on that one lootable here, but it doesn't look too miserable over here. Yeah, this is fine. Fucking suddenly very aggressive lobster every single time. Okay, cool. Alright, magical. Well, I guess that's another area kind of roughly handled for the most part. I guess let's go behind Third Church, or we could always go up to, we could always go up to whatchamacallit and see if, see what our first Margot's gonna be. Let's go see what first Margot is. Sure, why not? Yeah. Well, hey there, TCM. Yeah, definitely, man. No problem. Figured if your brother was stepping up for you, definitely. No worries, man. Alright, so we're gonna get this loot right here, and then we're gonna go see what our first Margot is. Do I have any other greases that are worth considering right now? I don't believe I do. Not really, no. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's loot this and then we'll move along. Faithful These damn spellcasting. That doesn't help me very much, and or at all, but sure, whatever, fine. Alright. I would say we'd get more use right now if instead of getting that, if we had gotten the, there's another one that boosts your faith, the finger talisman. If we had gotten the finger talisman, that would be really darn useful right now, but of course, I'm getting stuck on fence line, and there's a dog at the front gate, and there's a lobster ball. Okay, there we go. Call a happy fire? I don't know. This is... Ooh. Like I say it's doable, but actually it's kind of... Oh, he does a lot of fucking damage, and I do not like the odds here. Like, I feel like I could do this, but I also don't like testing the odds on things like this. But then again, here I go, testing the odds again on things like this. Alright, you know what, honestly, the damage is okay. I think it's more than enough, reasonably. Oof. He's knocking me on my ass. You You know what? Honestly, I'm getting enough of an advantage right now that it doesn't really matter. Not in the same way as usual, at least. Chug a little early, sure. Good news is we're working with a halberd right now, and that thing is pretty much just outranging the boss. That's fine. There we go. Put him in the grave. Okay. Whew. Okay, cool. That boss could have gone a lot worse. That was a scary boss, but it... You know what? It's fine. Why did I get the Sight of Grace? The Sight of Grace is so close. Nice, man. Nice. I'm glad for you. Did you enjoy beating DS2? Was it worth it? Personally, I have a really fun time with it almost every time. The one thing I think I usually kind of don't like about DS2 is typically like the midway point of the game feels just too long for its own good. But honestly, same thing for like Dark Souls 1. Same thing for Dark Souls 1. So, I guess at the end of the day, it kind of all evens out. Funny enough, like it's a weird balancing act, I know, but like I still prefer that open world freedom at the end of the day in comparison. DS3 I know is a lot more straightforward on like, hey, here's kind of how you need to take your pathing and everything. But I do just kind of enjoy having to look and like figure things out for myself a little too much. I do. Oh, my beloved. There it is. Okay, well, shit. I'm gonna have to get it again. I know it's probably not worth it, but at the same time, it's totally worth it. Trust me. It's so good. Especially if we have the stones for it. Like, it is just gonna be infinitely worth it. Alright, more cash on hand. Buy this up too. Nothing else here really right now strikes me as all that important. It'd be nice to have a rune arc, but not for what we're currently doing. It's a bit too expensive on that front. Nothing there important. Nothing there, really. Haven't really found, like, a decent tier yet, have we? As much as that would be nice, we have not really found, like, a decent tier. Okay. Yes, Shrine of Amana is pretty darn miserable. Shrine of Amana is... It's definitely one of the all-time just, like... It's one of those areas that really force you to have to play the game at a different rate. And if you don't play the game at that different rate, well, sucks to suck. It's pretty much the long short of it. Okay, so that's a +2 Dragon Halberd. Still pretty darn good. We'll see if it's worth the trade right now, but... Still pretty darn good, honestly. Sure, a little bit of extra cash on hand. I'm gonna need a few more levels to actually make that thing work. So it'll be worth it. I just need to make it happen. Also, we just got massive upgrades on our flask, which is wonderful to see. I believe at a 16 we can rock the halberd. Let me just double check real quickly. Yes, two-handing it, we can do it. Okay, cool. Alright, so right now we need a +3 Somber Stone in order to kind of go any further, which fair enough. Alright, what do we got here? Cerulean Tier, nothing too crazy then. Earth Shaker, Horaloo, okay. That would be nice if we actually needed them, but we really just don't need that at all. Okay. Cool. Cool. Then in that case, we're on to Stormveil. We'll go ahead and do like some bare minimum looting up front at Stormveil and kill Gostock pretty shortly, so on and so forth.
You there?
How's the weight?
Come over here,
It's fine. Okay, cool.
It's tightly booked. The guard you breached. Well, but of course.
So a little note here, if you ever end up playing this game, pretty much play this game randomized, you do want to make sure that you always have Gostock open the main gate for you, because there is a chance that you could softlock yourself getting into what-you-call-it. It's pretty hard for the most part, but there's still a chance. Sometimes the key can actually spawn inside of Stormvale. Yeah. It's not awesome. Shrine of Amana is a big fat fucking hell for the most part. It's fun. It's a really pretty area. They just made it way too hard in Scholar of the First Sin. It was hard enough in the base game, frankly. It really was. But then they just made it way too hard. Vikes Dragon Bolts, Rune Arc. Did I already pop a Rune Arc? I don't think I did. No, I guess I did. Okay, cool. Well, hey, shit, more Rune Arcs. We love to see it. Yeah, he does do that. But in this case, we're not dying, so... Yeah, we're not going to be doing any dying in this case, Yor. We shouldn't be. Okay. So now we just kind of get to do a nice little fun run through this area, collecting loot and all that magical stuff, and hopefully improving our odds of, yet again, upgrading our weapon. Which, God, I'd love to see more upgrades for this weapon. That sounded like a Wraith, which is not fun. And we got a fucking baby jump there? You gotta be kidding me. I can't tell you the last time I've actually seen like a good and proper baby jump for this game. Good night, Star. Take good care. And thank you for stopping in and, you know, being so awesome and supportive and everything. Appreciate it. Thank you for the congratulations, too. I really appreciate it. I feel real good. I feel really, really just like, it's crazy. It feels crazy as hell, honestly. Fume-Knight Ultra Great Sword. Fume-Knight Ultra Great Sword is fucking awesome. It is genuinely, it falls into that category of so just ungodly wieldy of a weapon that it shouldn't even be, like, held. But it's awesome. Dragon Slayer Axe Weapon. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the Dragon Slayer Axe, but that's kind of cool. I don't... Okay, cool. I was gonna say, it really would have been a little bit funny if that dog just, like, immediately alerted everybody to my presence. Okay, we got an ant. It's not really that big of a deal. Smithing 2 pile, which is nothing important. Ooh. Yeah, this area is a little scary. It's just enough scary to run away. Oh, so that's a red dude right there, which he is a bit obnoxious as far as it stands. Okay. Cool. I should really get the Grace. I'd rather work backwards through this area anyways, because this area is... It has too much of a chance to just be fucking awful. There are plentiful amount of items, though, and I do want to do some looting. He read... Like, he just knew I was there. He's crazy. Like, good news is that I was just instantly better than him, but still. My guy read the fucking manual on that one. Bone Peddler's Bell Bearing. I don't actually know if that's going to be bones in this case. I don't believe so. Okay, please don't touch me. Please don't touch me, good sir. Okay, cool. That worked out, honestly, about as well as it could have. And it almost turned into absolute ass. See, this is what I'm talking about. Literally hubris. It's almost always just pure, unadulterated hubris that gets me every single time. Fucking bubble blower. Oh yeah, I guess since we're talking about bubble blowing for a minute here, actually. How did we feel about the Super Bowl? Because I gotta be honest, I thought it was boring as fucking... I thought it was boring as hell. Like, I've never... Like, I usually kind of roughly enjoy the Super Bowl to some extent, but I thought it was just boring as shit this year. Like, everything about it just kind of... Like, it was just kind of stinky. I really wish I could say nicer things about it, but it just... Like, it just kind of didn't do anything that was fun. Wow, Ant came on me from downtown. Crazy bastard. And almost killed me at the same time. Do I, like, need to add more armor on or something? Is that my problem? I'm assuming so. Actually, we're going to ignore this route for right now. I think we're just going to go down through this route over here, and we're just going to move along. That's a frost giant. That's a little scary. You know what? I think it's fine. Cool. That guy killed himself. We'd love to see it. Thorned Whip. I am a little scared about the frost giant here because he's, well, a fucking frost giant. But we'll see how this works. That's fine. Actually, that really didn't do much damage, so yay. Cool. Okay, that worked out probably about as good as I could have hoped. I think you just said that, Yor. Well, I guess you didn't technically just say that. You just said, that those were your weapons you were using for the run, but yeah. Alright, one stone sword key back, and a perfumer's book. Love to see it. Okay. Ooh, legendary item. Okay, what do we got? Okay, Malekith armor, nothing really worth writing home about, so fair enough. Malekith armor might be better. Alright, well, the game's gonna crash in like 2 seconds, so there's that. It is what it is every single time it happens. It's just, it doesn't get old, necessarily. Alright. I think we're gonna go ahead and knock out whatever our Godric is, and then that is probably gonna be our calling point for the night. We'll see how that goes. It could be great. It could be amazing, or it could be absolutely asinine. It's a little bit of a reset, but it's nothing crazy. All right. Oh my god, please. Alright, cool. Well, I'm gonna go for the big loot first that's right out here. Kind of scared me actually a little bit there, because I'm pretty confident that a Wraith spawned in. Hopefully nothing that will actually come through and fuck me up. Okay, cool. Alright, nice. We're essentially about done with most of this area right now. There's a couple areas that we aren't going to be going through just yet for looting purposes. I'm just kind of covering most of this courtyard because it's it's pretty easy. There's really not a reason just to not do this while we're here. Funny enough, on halberd weapons, you'll typically find that the R2 is actually faster than doing the standard R1 on them. However, you also have the fact that the R1 just kind of has its own advantages. So there's that. You know what? That guy seems nice and stable up there. We're going to leave him alone for 2 seconds.
Be proud.
One-eyed shield. Bozo?
Let the winds lift you. Well tarnished, I'm here by how this graft is tainted the very winds.
I would consider killing her. However, I'm just going to go ahead and leave her alone today for some reason. I can't really tell you why I would leave her alone, just that it's going to be today. It's probably something to do with my health bar, I imagine. I'm just kind of feeling like I should be a little bit safer on that. A little less squishy. Okay, so there's about 2-3 more items up to our left right now for all intents and purposes. We're not going to really concern ourselves with it. We're going to go ahead and just see what is the boss of the arena. Do I actually have anything to put in my flask? No, not even close. Alright, cool. Right now, between these two weapons, that's technically better damage, but this is just a better weapon at the end of the day. Alright, let's see what we got. Is that? Okay, never mind. Actually, I think that was just his curtain. Loretta. Oh, that's fine. Loretta's easy. Like, relatively easy, if I'm not a fucking bozo about it. Like, right now. Like, I'm being a bozo right now. Jesus Christ, I really am being a bozo. Holy hell. Okay, that's fine. Some second phase bullshit. We love to see it. That was a lot of damage. That was also more damage than it really should have been. It's funny how I tried rolling and she just stun locks you for so fucking long. That was a bad fight. I'm hoping by next time that I'm playing a little better than this, but that was a bad fight. That could have been so much better. But we're done. We have made it through the fight. We have made it through Godric's castle. I guess what awaits us next time is we're probably going to be going over to more than likely Caelid, or we're going to be starting through Liurnia at that point. But either way, folks, that is going to have to be it for tonight. That is it for the time being. Our lovely character here, Rossi, has made some decent distance. We've made some decent gains. We're definitely going up, which is lovely. We love to see it. But we have more than plentiful to cover. I'm honestly surprised our character is doing halfway decent as far as they stand, but they're doing better than expected, which is good. But for right now, folks, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. If you had a fun time with me, be sure to, of course, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already considered it. It's a great way to help out. It means a literal ton and a half to me. It's also good to always take a look at the link in the description if you want to join our Discord, because we are always accepting new folks as best as we can, which we'll get you rolled in whenever we can. So, but in the meantime, that has got to be it for tonight. Take good care of yourselves, get some food, some water, some sleep if that is your time in the world. But regardless, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all on a different night. Thank you so much for stopping in.